What's up everyone, this is Sukesh Banik from Gadgets portal and welcome to the very first episode of the advanced tips and tricks series reviews on this Samsung Galaxy Note 4. If you have this phone with you or just considering getting a new one, then you have to know these tricks I am going to show you today. I can assure you guys you will be blown away by the smartness of this new Note 4. As usual, I will be showing you only the hidden tricks and the advanced tweaks on this phone, not the basic ones you probably know. So let's get started guys. First of all, if your phone is resting on a table, you can just wave your hand on the top part of the phone. With the help of the proximity sensor, the screen will wake up. You can check your notifications as well. It's very handy if your hands are dirty or wet, and to enable this, just go to the accessibility settings. Now there is a shortcut for that as well. Just triple tap your home button and there you go. To enable this shortcut, you have to check this direct access. Now under the dexterity and interaction option, you will find the required settings for the feature I've shown you on the lock screen. It's called Air Wake Up, and just enable this from here. Now there are a few more touchless features I'm going to show you. Let's say, "Hi friend, show me some images of the Burj Khalifa." So in this way you can access S-Voice directly from the lock screen. You don't have to even touch the device. Now the interesting part is the S-Voice command doesn't work on this Google app, but you have Google now. So let's say, "Okay Google, what is the height of Eiffel Tower?"
The Eiffel Tower is 300.65 meters tall.
So in this way you can access S-Voice and Google Now one by one. But you can also access Google Now right from here just by saying "Okay Google," and this is not active at this moment because I have activated the S-Voice. Just go to the Google Voice settings and here you will find this "Okay Google" detection. Check the always on option, and you have to also calibrate your speech detection.
Okay Google 4 times.
The next option here enables Google Now on the lock screen. The voice detection also works when your phone is password locked. Let me show you. Now from your locked phone, you can call a person or send a message, but the web search is not possible. Let's say, "Hi friend, call Robin." Now the interesting part is the loudspeaker is automatically on. So when your phone is resting on your table, you can just call a person without touching it, and you don't have to even pick up the phone for talking. But remember, anyone can call from your phone as well. Let me also quickly show you how to enable S-Voice on the lock screen. Just launch the S-Voice and go to the settings. Here you will find this voice wake up option. You can manually set the wake up command, or the default one will be "Hi Galaxy." Again, when your phone is password locked, you might have noticed a dialer icon here. It's mainly for emergency calls, but you can add your favorite contacts here. So you don't have to unlock the phone every time you want to call your frequently contacted person. Let me show you how to add these contacts here. First, open the contacts menu. Here you will find an icon like this. Click here, and the first option is for emergency contacts. Click on the plus button and select the numbers you want to add. You can add more than 4 numbers. Now go back to the lock screen and swipe on this dialer. Then just click on the plus button and select the contact you want to place here. You can also add weather and pedometer widgets on your lock screen. So just place the phone in your pocket and the phone will tell you how many steps you have walked and also the calorie you have burned. I will show you the S-Health app on a later episode, so let's move on. You might have also noticed I have added some extra info here. You can add your emergency contact number or address in case of any emergency. Next, as you know, the fingerprint scanner on your Note 4 is quite tricky. You have to swipe very carefully and you can add maximum of 3 fingers. Just hit the finger scanner settings and also the fingerprint manager. Then click on this plus button and add a new one. Now while registering the fingerprint, you should scan from every angle possible. This is must for optimum detection, otherwise you will be frustrated with this fingerprint scanner. You can also set your fingerprint for web sign-in and verifying your Samsung account. From the lock screen settings, just hit the show information option and check the weather and pedometer. Now last but not the least, there is also a camera icon on your lock screen. You can take images even when the phone is password locked, and this is the fastest way of launching the camera. You can check the clicked images but cannot see the whole gallery as the phone is locked. You can also delete this. So now you can lend your phone to your friends for taking photos. Again, if your phone is resting on the table and you pick it up, the phone will vibrate if you have any notification pending. This feature is called Smart Alert and is active by default. Now even when your phone is password locked, you can take a note with the action memo. Just remove your S Pen and here you go. Well guys, that's all I have for you on the lock screen. There are so many things you can do on the lock screen itself, then just imagine how many tricks are there on the whole device. This is just the first episode, lot more videos are coming soon, so make sure you subscribe and keep in touch, otherwise all my efforts will go in vain. Well friends, next I'll show you some amazing tricks on the dialer. When you receive a call, as you know, you can silent the ringtone just by flipping the phone or hitting the volume rockers, but the more interesting and fastest way is to just put your hand on the screen. Suppose you are in a meeting and forgot to silent the phone, then you can use this trick to turn off the ringtone instantly. Next trick is you can just tap on this answer or reject icons instead of swiping this. I personally switch on this feature all the time. To activate this, just go to the accessibility settings and check the single tap mode. Next, if I press the home button, the ongoing call becomes a floating icon and you can move it anywhere and do your normal task, even gaming. Again, in the full screen mode, there is an option here. Tapping on this will give you a view like this, which provides you almost all the options, but the most interesting trick is with this option, you can just drag and drop your content like text or images and send them right away to the person you are talking as SMS or MMS. So that's quite useful actually. Now there is another way of sending content to the person. Just remove your S Pen and here on the action memo you'll find a send MMS option. That means you can send a note while talking, and this feature is only available when you are talking on the phone. If you don't get the action memo, then just press and hold the button on the S Pen and double tap on the screen. Even if you don't need to send any MMS, you can take notes during calls, so don't run for pen and paper when you have your S Pen and Note 4 with you. Suppose you are in a very noisy area and can't really hear the person on the other side, then you can use this extra volume and the phone will enhance the ear speaker volume for you. This feature doesn't work with the headset though. Now during call you will get this strip of last call log and a preview of your last message with the person. Now guys, I'll show you 5 different ways of calling a person, basically 6 including the S voice. If you hover your S Pen over the numerical keys, you will get a preview of your speed dial, and as you know, you can just press and hold to call that person right away. To set speed dial, you have to again press and hold on the keys. The second procedure is if you hover your S Pen over here, you will get this T icon and you can just write down the number or name you want to call. So when you have the S Pen in your hand, the experience with the Note 4 is much more smarter and fluid. The next procedure is called Smart Dial. For example, I want to call Robin, then I have to press 7 for R and 6 for O, 2 for B, and already the contact is here. So don't waste your time searching for names in the contacts menu. Now just like the old hard key phones, you can redial by pressing the dial button here. Well, the next feature is called Direct Dial. When a contact is open on the call logs menu, on the contact menu, even on the messaging window, then you can just put the phone to your ear and call that person right away. I use this feature a lot, especially on the messaging. Now you can use the power key to disconnect any call, and I find this very handy because I don't have to bring the phone in front of my eyes and look for the disconnect call option. To hang up a call instantly right into the face of the caller, just use this feature. The home key can be activated for answering any call as well. So if you have any problem accessing the display, then you can use these alternate options. But by default you will not get this activated, so you have to just hit the menu and settings, then call, and here you will get this answering and ending calls. Now you can use your voice for answering and ending calls as well. Check this to use power key to disconnect calls, and this one for home key as the answering key. Now let me show you another interesting trick. Just hit the settings, and under the sound settings you will find the vibrations option. You can select different vibration patterns and also specify a particular one for your favorite contacts. So you can guess who is calling you even if your phone is in your pocket, and you can even create one. So how cool is that? As you know, you can assign different ringtones for your contacts, but this feature is very handy when it's in vibrations mode. So next time when you are in a meeting and have to put the phone in the vibrations mode, then just using this feature you can get an idea about who is calling you. The procedure to set different vibrations patterns for different contacts is slightly tricky. Just open the contact and hit the edit icon, then click on this add another field and scroll all the way to vibration pattern. Then click on this vibration pattern and select the one you like. And also you can create one, as you know. Well guys, this is the end of the first episode. The second episode is on the way. You can check the description below for the link, and I'll also annotate that on the screen here. So just click on that, and if you think my videos are quite helpful, then it will be great if you subscribe and keep in touch. That will encourage me to make more videos on this amazing Note 4. There will be around 6 or 7 episodes in this tutorial series, so don't miss any show. Note 4 is an amazing device with thousands of jaw-dropping features, and if you can remember and utilize at least 30% of these features, then you can lead a much smarter life. You can connect with me on Facebook at facebook.com/gadgetsportal and also on Twitter at gadgetsportal. Some camera samples are also uploaded into my website gadgetsportal.in. Also check my gaming channel at youtube.com/gadgetsportalplay. So thanks for watching guys, this is Sukesh Banik, and please don't forget to subscribe and keep in touch.